I do love my job. I love doing tours, and I learn just about every day. So that's the most of all. That's what I enjoy the most. As you come in, it's set up in multiple different ways that we have it. And we have it set up like we're walking into a kingdom because you are walking into the Bronze Kingdom. As you look up, you'll see the sticks up here. Do they remind you of a movie that you might have seen recently?
Black Panther.
Yes. So you remember the king that lived in the mountains when it was really cold, and Baku was his name. And he had these leading up to his throne. So we have it the same way leading up to our queen here. But before we get to her, we do have a chief here on your right. He is holding an emblem to show that he is a chief. This is made out of fabric, and this is made out of wood, more than likely. The chief himself, he is from the Benin people. That is Benin. And then he's also holding his staff as well. What you'll see on a lot of our pieces is different memorabilia that we have, like bells and different things. Their garments themselves will be decorated or patterned differently depending on the chief or the king, and the same thing with the women and then the queens as well. Person executing all the orders. And he is also from the Benin people as well. Come right along this way. Show that she's a mother, and it's also a fertility piece. You're going to see that a lot of the fertility pieces with the protruded breasts and the protruded nipples, and then the same thing with some of the bellies. You'll see them kind of out with the navel sticking out as well. And that's how you know it's a maternal and a fertility piece. They use pieces not this big, but fertility pieces. They use them to bring in some good energy for the women who may have a hard time having children in the tribe. So they'll have them, in some cases, rub on pieces. They might make smaller pieces for them to carry around to represent children in different ways. And a whole plethora of other kind of ways they'll come up with to kind of bring in some good energy for them.
So the African artists who actually created these, in most cases, would it be one person or a group of people? Something of this size, I'm saying.
That we don't know. That's something that honestly, it could be maybe one person, or it could be multiple people working at the same time. One thing that we do know is pieces like this would take months, and when they lost my train of thought. It will take months to make a piece like this. Oh, and they also make them in sections, so they don't make it boom. You get the whole queen. They might make it. This is actually our eldest piece in the gallery. It dates back to 1635, so it's around 300, 400 years old. This is a queen's dowry pot. This dowry pot was used in multiple ways, but the main way in this case would be as a wedding gift to the bride from her parents, where basically it would be stored with different things like dried fruit or other goods, or in some cases they could just give the dowry pot as a gift itself. This here is the beaded collection. This beaded collection is from the Cameroon, which is the country. The people, excuse me, I want to make sure I do the right information. What does it say? Oh, it's the Yamba people. Yeah. But yeah, this is the beaded collection. A collection like this is actually valued very, very highly, and that's for many reasons. One reason is this cowrie shell that you see, which I'm pretty sure you're familiar with in many other different cultures, but this was actually used as a form of currency at one point within this actual tribe, which is the Yamba, Y-A-M-B-A. And then you also see the different colorations with the figures, which is just telling you about just the vibrant loyalty of such a collection like this. This is an actual throne with the stool to go along with it, and then multiple stools scattered around. And then on that far end to the right, so you can see the handle with the guy kind of being protruded out. And then those two are two pots that were actually used. These here are from the Tanda people, T-A-N-D-A. There's more about them, so I'm going to hold on when we get to the other side. And then the two outside figures you see, which appear to be shorter, these are the pygmy people, or two depictions of what the pygmy people would look like. And if you're familiar with the pygmies, they're short statured Africans. And it's said that actually to perform in such a costume, the person would have to go through a ceremony that would give them the strength to wear such a costume and dance in it for long periods of time. And they would be dancing in the hot sun, of course, for hours on end.
He said, "Can you recognize the crocodile?" And that thing was just sitting right there.
We sat down and we're drinking water and lunch, and he said, "Oh, see, there's a crocodiles right here." I said, "I know that crocodile can get here faster than I can get up." They said, "The crocodile knows what its food is. It has no interest in you." And they have. But my thing is, we're walking through this, and it's going on for hours. We didn't know it was a walking safari, by the way. And this is, Kruger, it's kind of open,
right,
and you can see everything. Right. Well, this is full of brush. Some of it it's tall as this thing. So, and I'm hearing stuff rustling around, and you're looking like this, all of this. When you're in a vehicle,